Brain injuries or abnormalities is one of the most prominent candidate causes of disabilities, either temporary or permanent. But have you ever wondered how brain injuries or abnormalities can actually affect body movement or how it develops? Hello everyone! In this video, we will cover one of the disorders related to it. We are Group 3 from BioInsight, and today we will explain about cerebral palsy. So, what is cerebral palsy? The word cerebral came from the Latin word cerebrum, which means brain, while palsy means paralysis. Combining these two words will get us brain paralysis. This affects movement function with varying symptoms or signs and severity. Cerebral palsy itself is untreatable but does not worsen with age, although those with these disorders are prone to have high mortality rate. Globally, 1 to 4 children from 1,000 live births will develop CP, while in Asian countries, the prevalence is much lower, with it being 2.19 in 1,000 children and adolescents, which includes more than just live births. Prevalence of CP is much higher in poorer countries. Let's continue with what are the signs of those with CP. Remember that CP refers to issues related to movement, making the symptoms related to muscle control such as difficulty in moving, muscle cramps, muscle stiffness, or speech difficulties with the muscle involved in speech is weak. The most common cause of CP is congenital, which means abnormal brain development occurs before birth, but it can also be caused by injuries or infections from certain diseases. In people with CP, parts of the brain for movement control and coordination are most susceptible. This includes the cerebral cortex, cerebellum, and basal ganglia. Depending on how these parts are damaged, it can be separated into 3 types: primary, secondary, and tertiary brain injury. Primary brain injury is caused by direct force to your brain, like how you're bumping your head really hard, causing your brain to get damaged. Secondary brain damage, on the other hand, involves gradual damage to the brain, like if you have a garden but due to improper care, the plants will wilt, and these plants are our cells in the brain. While tertiary brain injury is from long-term damage in the brain. This can be due to neurodegeneration, where your nerve cells or cells that live in your brain start to gradually stop functioning and die, or it can be the result of secondary brain injury, but it requires more time for changes. Think of tertiary brain injury as the same garden from before, but the gradual long-term damage causes pests to appear, making healthy plants unable to grow properly, similar to our brain trying to recover. Different types of CP are affected by different regions as well. Cerebral palsy can be categorized into 3 types: spastic, the most common one, dyskinetic, and mixed. In spastic CP, normally cerebral cortex, which contains the motor cortex, acts as a command center that executes voluntary movement. This causes the muscle to become stiff and rigid, making movement difficult and jerky. People with spastic CP often have trouble with mobility because their muscles are constantly contracting when they shouldn't be. Imagine you're trying to dance with smooth, flowing movements, but instead your muscles lock up, making every step feel stiff, forced, and hard to control. As for dyskinetic CP, the main area that is affected is the basal ganglia, which is a part of the brain that also helps control movement, like a quality control system to make sure that everything comes out effortlessly.
This damage causes muscle to switch unpredictably between being too tight and too floppy, leading to uncontrolled, involuntary movement like twisting, writhing, or sudden stiffness. Both types affect muscle control but in different ways, cause remember, one is due to damage done to the motor cortex, while the other is to the basal ganglia, even though both may affect the cerebellum. While in mixed CP, the main areas are damaged. This causes people with mixed CP to have both signs of spastic and dyskinetic CP. Further identification of CP requires diagnosis by healthcare professionals through signs of movement difficulties or muscle tone before the age of 2 in case of congenital CP. Delays in reaching developmental milestones such as rolling over, sitting up, or walking can also indicate CP, making regular checkups necessary. To confirm further, neurological examination to test reflexes and brain scans like MRIs can be applied to determine where the brain was damaged. Unfortunately, there is no definite cure for CP. Current treatment only helps in relieving symptoms and helping individuals living independently. Physical treatments include physiotherapy, music therapy, and speech therapy. Physiotherapy is a method to improve muscles movement and reduce stiffness. Music, as a treatment, can boost movement and brain development by singing and playing instruments. Alternate treatments include medications such as diazepam and baclofen, or injection of Botox to reduce muscle stiffness. For those whose condition are not improving with physical therapy and medication, surgery is recommended. Current prevention to avoid CP during pregnancy include regular checkups, avoiding harmful substances such as alcohol and smoking, and magnesium sulfate intake to reduce the incidence of cerebral palsy in live birth. For more explanation about cerebral palsy, you can scan the QR code on the screen as it is the reference of our video. We highly recommend you to check it out, especially if you are interested in brain developmental disorder. That's all from us. We hope you will like this video and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching, and we hope this insight will be valuable for you.